I have abused many people, and I'm sorry for that, and I've done the wrong thing. And in my lifetime, I can say I'm sorry, but I can't change the circumstances, but I can confess that I did the wrong thing to people. This old geezer can't even confess that he's doing the wrong thing, because love one another, having a God of love, means you cannot abuse his creations.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I mean,
would be contrary.
He's hidebound to the idea of his own.
He might be gay.
Well, his own infallibility.
Or he may have tendencies that drive him crazy.
He thinks he's infallible.
But, okay, so one Roman Catholic convinced, maybe a few more in the audience have seen the light. 499,000 more to go, and that's just in the Roman Catholic Church.
The Church is failing all over the world.
They are, but people follow religious leaders. Even, I mean, look at most American Catholics. Well, it's okay to have sex in more than one. It's okay to wear a condom. These are not real Roman Catholics.
Well, okay, so...
You find Roman Catholics in other countries, in South America and Europe, and the word is the word, and there's no deviation.
That's your deviation of law. That's your definition of what a Roman Catholic is. A person who confesses the Roman Catholic faith, okay, that confesses that, does not necessarily...
See, I disagree with you on that entirely. If you're going to claim to follow a set of rules and guidelines that are already defined as a religion, you either follow the ones that the people who wrote them down, the people who are running your religion, say these are your rules, you follow them, or you follow a religion like the Roman Catholic faith. But you're not following the Roman Catholic Church, or you would be believing and doing what you're told to do by the Church.
All you have to do is confess the Nicene Creed. You don't have to do any more than that. And then you can argue...
You have a different interpretation than what the Roman Catholic Church teaches.
No, I do not. You just have to confess the act of contrition. Makes you a Roman Catholic. And then if you deviate from that, you have to have your thing. That's what you confess what you believe. You confess that you believe Christ came to earth, died on the cross, suffered under Pontius Pilate, blah blah blah. That's it, pal. All the rest has been man-made since then.
So I can say the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'm a U.S. citizen. Woo!
Well, you didn't even have to say that. You were born here. You can skip that part, actually. You skip that part. You don't even have to pledge the oath. You were born here.
Because of what you believe, that makes sense to you.
No.
You've read that into what the Roman Catholic...
Oh, no, that's my Roman Catholic teachings. It should be yours.
Mine, too.
Yours changed
the priests, the CCD classes, the local pastors.
Now you're talking about catechism. What makes you a Roman Catholic church?
They indoctrinate you.
They can indoctrinate you any way you want. But you could go to Harvard and be a part of Harvard and not agree with everything in Harvard, or whatever school you want to go to. What makes you...
Can you go to Harvard, only pass 10 credits, and get a diploma for graduating? No, you have to meet the rules that organization lays down, or you're not a member of that organization. You're a member of something similar.
You can. Then you have a misinterpretation of your own faith.
You call yourself a Roman Catholic, and a lot of people do. But you don't follow the head of the Roman Catholic Church.
No, I don't agree with them. Neither does half the church.
And I say then you're taking wonderful teachings from the Roman Catholic faith, but you're not Roman Catholic because you're not following the leadership of the Roman Catholic Church.
I mean, I would be like all the rest of the saints that disagreed with the church. And that's not, many of them did not leave. Some became martyrs and everything else. Some did not leave. Others broke. Luther broke. Okay, he didn't agree with them. But that doesn't, I could be Eastern Orthodox, broke. They're all Catholic, though. They're all Catholic. I happen to be.
Catholic faith, but not a member of the Roman Catholic Church.
I was born into, not my fault. I don't know if you were in the Roman Catholic tradition. I do not agree. I confess the creed. I believe totally in the creed. That I need to, that's it. I don't need to go any further than, I can disagree with all the rest of the foolishness from the time that creed was done. That's all it takes to be a Roman Catholic. Now, if I have to be a Roman Catholic here in the New England area, I got to follow this clown that's run in this area. If I'm in Chicago, I got to agree with that guy. If I'm down in South, I got to read with some of the Spanish influence of the church. If I go over to Africa, I got to believe what the bishop over there tells me. No, I don't. I'm not going to. And all over the world, the faith is different. All over the world, guess what? Monasteries are different. Do you know that don't say, don't tell? My monastery is extremely liberal.
And that's one of
and
the problems.
living on the ground. Well, but they're all Roman Catholic there.
Can I interrupt here?
Please.
I just wanted to say we had a caller earlier, and I apologize for not getting to that caller.
I'm sorry.
Speak up.
And if you're out there, please call back.
You should have.
I didn't see it.
We would love to have you back. We just were in the middle of stuff, and so please call back. This happens a lot. Every time we get Father Russ and Tara together, they argue religion. This is something that's been going on for a while, so don't be too surprised by this. But anyway, so if you're still listening, please call back. We'll pick up this time.
Actually, we usually agree on religion.
Well, right now we're not, because I was defending the Pope and I can't help it. You know what I mean? I'm defending that he's a weak-old man, 81 years old, that needs to be put in a hospital.
And it just sounds like an excuse to me.
Well, it might.
Right. I mean,
You know, regardless of why he may be doing it, the Roman Catholic leadership said this is the best person to live his life and show us all by example what Jesus taught.
That's why I don't listen to him.
He's the head of the Roman Catholic Church. He is the example of the Roman Catholic Church.
Well, what can I say?
well, and this.
When he sends me the letter, then I have to say, well, I don't belong to it anymore. Okay? I mean, my community...
that's the simple example.
Well, my community is an open community. It's non-denominational.
Right.
You can belong to my community and be an atheist. But I do want
Which
to
is a
change
beautiful
this.
thing.
I have to change. I have to change the subject because I'm not going to win this argument.
And
You
also,
know what? I have another important thing here.
They just wanted to not kill people for being trans.
the Pope, by the way, I believe is one of our YouTube subscribers. Is that right?
I hope so.
It's under the name Sexy Kitty.
Right. I just wanted to say that I actually spoke to Lily today, since we're on the subject of the Pope. I spoke to Lily today, and I could not talk her into coming on the show.
Well, she'd like to know about this, right?
Yeah.
What this little evil man he really is. What is he? They said what an evil little man he really is. But then this person said, but what else can you expect from someone who was a member of the Hitler Youth Course? He's a little Nazi.
Yeah.
And this was not Lily that said that.
No.
Okay,
It was someone else
It was
saying
somebody else that said it.
that the Pope is a
let me
Nazi.
tell you
Yeah,
something.
and I'll still argue the point with
Sarah, let me tell you something.
with Stacy on the whole Nazism thing.
I'm going to agree with you. Okay, because I'm going to tell you this is so horrendous.
I mean,
what he said. You know what he
we
said
agree
about,
on the basis.
Oh, let me tell you.
You should follow God's plan of loving His creation and not
follow.
follow the Pope's plan of, well, just don't like them very much.
I'm not even going to go through this. I'll get so mad. Okay, I will trash him in language that nobody wants. There might be kids out there. It's unreal. Not only is it unreal,
It's a pretty medallion. We don't want anyone to take it away.
That's Benedict. That's true. That's Benedict's medallion and Christ's cross. So, but it's the original Benedict, not the 16th. This was the real one.
So he's supposed to be like the reflection of the original one. That's why he took the name.
Well, he takes Benedict because Benedict was considered the savior of Western civilization, education, and different than Francis that didn't want people educated. Benedict believed in books and education and stuff like that, and also the monks were they were the Pope's men. They were his warriors. Much like Templars and people think about that, and a lot of people don't. You're not going to take my monastery, I'm going to defend you. Where Francis would have got on the horse and ran away. That's why I'm not a Franciscan. I don't run.
We know.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, we're aware of that.
But I got some letters. I have to tell. You know what? I got some. I got a letter today, and seeing I'm on here longer than I expected, I was just going to run in and run out. I have this letter.
You're
from
always welcome
somebody.
on our show.
I got this letter from somebody.
We love having you on the show, so you're always welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I might not after I read this letter.
Well, and
but maybe
it's
I
a good
want.
segue because he was our last guest from last season.
That's true.
Gee, is that right? And
That's
I'm your
right.
first rest this year.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
very good.
It's an excellent segue.